RT.
As many thousands of stay-home Americans then are left wondering where their next wage is going to come from. There's one team eager to claw something back from their former boss. In fact, they're suing the billionaire Michael Bloomberg, who had promised to pay his now disbanded presidential campaign staff up to Election Day in November. But instead, he's donating $18 million to the next stage of the Democratic Party campaign, as Caleb Maupin reports.
Billionaire Michael Bloomberg was running for president and hired thousands of people to work on his campaign throughout the United States. Now, it was understood that after Bloomberg's campaign was a flop, he would keep those people on staff, and they would work to support the Democratic nominee in defeating Donald Trump. In these hard times, holding on to a job is both difficult and precious. 1 in 5 Americans has lost either a job or significant income due to the pandemic. So imagine how these staffers felt when Bloomberg changed his mind abruptly.
I guess it's cheaper to give the DNC $18 million than keep promises, because Mike Bloomberg just fired his whole campaign staff, including those of us promised jobs through November on his IE. Disappointed I don't have a job, not surprised that a billionaire is cheating scum.
Bloomberg announced that his original plan to keep them on staff is history. He's instead cutting a check of $18 million to the Democrats.
While we considered creating our own independent entity to support the nominee and hold the president accountable, this race is too important to have many competing groups with good intentions, but that are not coordinated and united in strategy and execution.
So starting the first week of April, Bloomberg's employees will be out of work, and they'll only get to keep their benefits until the end of April.
I'm so sorry I worked for this guy. I thought he was totally different. He took me out of my job for his own gain.
Just got off the phone with the Bloomberg campaign leadership, RE keeping their promise to pay staffers through November. Spoiler, they aren't. Their concession was also insulting. Apply for campaign jobs through the DNC. No guaranteed positions. Pay is much lower.
So staffers are now speaking to the press anonymously, and their anger is certainly not in short supply, saying things like, "I'm effectively homeless," and "the DNC is complicit." Remember how Bloomberg pegged himself as a jobs creator?
Jobs that just allow you to get by will become jobs that let you get ahead. Mike Bloomberg for president, jobs creator, leader, problem solver.
This is the way rich people work. You know, for them, it's a business expense, and they're trying to cut their business expense, and that's all they think about. So I'm not surprised, and that is the way capitalists operate. Well, the ordinary people are just what they call them. They call them inputs. You know, that's inputs into the business, like buying paper or paying the heating bill on his offices for his news organization. And so, you know, if he tries to save money on heat, he cuts his oil purchases. If he's trying to cut money on payroll, he lays people off. I think these were people that were working for him before who left whatever they were doing in order to work on his campaign. So, you know, for some of them, unless he hires them back at his business, that would really be a dirty trick.
Well, that's it for this live update from RT's main studios here in Moscow. I'm Kevin Owen. Thank you for watching.